welcome everybody. Hey, it's Jim. Just wanted to give you a little video, an update sort of thing. It's a beautiful, cool October afternoon out here in the country. If you've seen any of the other videos I've done, I'm still learning how to do the YouTube thing, how to do all the video and audio, and it's a chore, but anyway, trying to figure it out. But I'm making a change in my life, and just thought I'd share it with you and sort of tell you what's going on here in just a second. But I'll give you a little background on the people that don't know me. I retired from the military and the fire department several years ago, and since then I've been remodeling and selling houses, and also I've been doing a man cave antiques and automotive memorabilia, little like a booth at Antique Mall and stuff like that. So I've got to attend lots of auctions, estate sales, various things, and then also go to salvage yards, which that was pretty cool, getting to see all the old cars and trying to find grills and things to repurpose. Really enjoyed that. Met some great people and all. But what's going on now, I've just sold sold this house I just finished, and it's a little house out in the country, and it was in poor shape when we got it, and we've remodeled it, and we've got the fencing up, got some goats, and if you've seen the video, you've seen the goats, and they're cool. The goats are fun. We love them, but or I love them. And anyway, the new owners, we've got some people that's going to buy the house from us, from me, and they're excited about the house, and also the goats. They want to keep the goats, which is great. It's a good thing because they've got kids and grandkids, so I know the goats will get quite a bit of attention, and so that's very cool. And the goats love it out here, I mean, I think, and all. So what's the change? What's the change I'm doing? Well, I'm decided to go on an adventure. Anyway, it's going to be probably the first of this next year. I'm not sure when this video will come out, but we're shooting for January 2022, and we'll be traveling, or I'll be traveling. I always say we, but I'll be traveling down to Central America. Now, I'm not going to say what country it is in this video. I'll get to that in one of the following ones. But it is going to be a change for me. Definitely a change in everything. Take me out of my comfort zone, which pretty much a homebody. But I think this will be good for me, and let me get to see some new and different things, and have some new life experiences as well. And one of the things on Central America is I've been following on some of my fellow YouTubers, and these guys and girls live in Central America, or traveling through it in their camper vans and just doing tours, and they've got some great stories, and it's beautiful scenery. I mean, they do a fantastic job, and sure want to give a thank you to all those for sharing their journeys and letting us see what's outside of our norm, what's outside of our community. I mean, to see what's out there. I've got to travel when I was in the military, and then some civilian stuff down around that area, and I've always had a really nice time, and so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that wherever I pick to go, it will be a good place and all. Let's see, trying to think where we're at next. Okay, I'd like to share this is just some basic stuff if you're looking at going out of the country that I've found so far as what you need to do to prepare yourself and to make sure that you're meeting all the requirements or stuff that they ask about. One thing I started doing when I initially got going on this, I started a notebook, and in the notebook I put these different countries, the ones I was interested in, what their requirements were, benefits, any negatives. Tried to write it all down. I mean, it works best for me to do it that way. The next thing, of course, you've got to get a passport, and I'd let mine lapse, and it can go 10 years and you can just renew it, I mean within the 10 years. But I'd gone like 10 years in a month, so there I am. Got to renew the whole thing. I think it took about 9 weeks, so it wasn't terribly long, and I didn't put a rush on it because at the time, not in a hurry, but it came in 9 weeks later. Also, I got a international driver's license, and I went to the AAA site and got that. And really, you can probably just get by with your state driver's license when you go to some of these countries. If you're just going for, to take a vacation or go for a couple of weeks or something like that, that's probably fine. But if you're going to stay there any longer than that, this might be a good thing to have. At least it'll give you another form of ID in case you get stopped or detained or whatever. And it's got a picture ID, and it's got all the stuff on it. So hopefully they'll come in handy. Also, let's see, banking. Now, if you're going to be staying down there for a while, you want to have a bank up here in the States that is friendly as far as international stuff, like ATM fees overseas, international travel or transfers, that they waive the fees or at least reduce the fees for you so it doesn't cost as much. And then if you're staying down there, you'd try to get a bank and then get it where you could do online banking back and forth. That's something I've just got to look into that. Let's see. Also on the banking, Capital One 360 has a checking savings account kind of thing, and that's one good one that you might look into. And it's one of the ones been recommended to me by some of the YouTubers, so we'll see. Traveler's insurance. Some countries require you to have a health insurance when you go in, especially now with all the situation going on. They want to have health insurance in place for you, and that way, in case something happens, you got that. And I've seen on some of the policies they had even a volcano, what do you call it? When they get everybody out, evacuation plan or something, policy thing for that. So it's whatever. And like some countries don't require you to have it, but it's better safe than sorry, and you just never know. Okay, on my cell phone, I found that some of the plans at AT&T, which is what I use up here, are sort of expensive, and especially the international stuff when you get down in country and all this, and also basically what I plan on the phone is to minimalize and just use the phone initially to alert the kids, my sons, let them know Dad's okay, he's safe, good to go, and then get a local plan with a local phone carrier. They'll allow me to call, and there's some apps, and I'll try to include those in another video just in case you're curious. But there's some apps where you can text and even call, and it's not an international charge, especially like if you're using Wi-Fi. I mean, it's free basically, And let's see. Also, we'll talk. Another thing you got to look at is visas. When you go to some of these countries, they sign you in on a visa when you arrive if you're a tourist or whatever, and a lot of them are 90 days to 180 days, and that's fine if you're just doing that. You just got to look at the country and see what it says as far as the length. If you're wanting to do anything a little bit lengthier, which is a residential or a pensioner's retirement visa, you need to go to the country's website, to their embassy website. There will be on there links to show you the items you need as far as forms to process. And on processing the forms, you get all the forms lined out. You'll have to get some of the countries require you to get them translated into Spanish and then get them. It's called apostillized, I believe, apostle, and then it's like a stamp. And for me, here in the state of Missouri, the state Secretary of State, Secretary of State can apostilize the documents. And then in turn, after you get all your documents together, send them to the United States-based embassy for whichever country it is. They will process that and send it back to you within 6 to 8 weeks is what they're saying. So at this time, I've got to start getting all the stuff sort of lined out and nailed down and get it sent off, because for me it's getting, I'm still 2.5 months out, but I don't want to take too big a chance on something happening and delaying me. Let's see, as far as housing, when you get down there, when you get ready to go down there, you're going to look for some place to stay. If you're staying for a while, or even if you're not, just for a little bit, the Airbnb, Booking.com, those are some good sites, and there's lots of other ones I'm sure that you can find. But I've been using the Airbnb to look for local sites in different areas of the country, and you can communicate with the host, and they'll tell a lot about the host, if they speak English, if they speak Spanish, if they're on site or off. And then also there's descriptions of what the amenities are and what the housing looks like, and is it where it's located in town, the conveniences around it. There will be pictures to show what it looks like inside. But I'd really recommend that you reach out to the people, the host, and correspond with them, ask them questions. And if the pictures can be a little misleading, so you might ask for a couple of extra pictures. Hey, what's the street view look like from where this is at? Or can you get a shot of the living room? I didn't see that. Because some of them could be just small rooms on these sites, and some of them could be the entire apartment or the entire floor, or just whatever. And you just gotta what they call it, due diligence. Do your due diligence. Ask the questions and try to find the best answers, and that'll help you find the one you think is going to work for you the best. Let's see here, looking over my notes. Let's see. Now, I will post more videos as I go along on this little journey and this adventure. Anyway, and I'll give you some other steps, because there's other stuff I have to do, and that you'd have to do if you're looking at doing something sort of like what I'm doing. And hopefully it'll help you out. And if you have any feedback, please comment and all. And yeah, as far as I've talked to my sons about this, and they're excited for me. They're glad to see Dad is still staying active and getting out there and living life and stuff like that. So real proud of them. They're all adults, and they're all pretty cool kids. But anyway, I'm not sure how long this adventure is going to last. I mean, it could last for just 6 months, or it could last for 6 years. I might really love it, and who knows. But I thought, well, I'm gonna give it a shot, and go into it with an open mind, and just try to experience something different and step outside my comfort zone. Definitely like trying to learn Spanish. Me and Babel, I'm trying, but it's no bueno sometimes, that's for sure. Let's see. Hopefully, though, through all this process, my YouTube skills will increase, so I can make a more enjoyable video for you to watch, and spend 6 to 10 minutes just sort of looking at someplace else, and all. And I've really enjoyed viewing the YouTubers, and some of the ones I've talked to on YouTube, messaged back and forth and stuff, and they're really interesting and cool folks. And hopefully it will be a great experience for me, and hopefully you will enjoy something out of it as well. Well, anyway, I guess that's all we got, and we will see you later. Bye.